like babies. I don't even like bald men. No offense to any of you guys. So I'm on this birth control. It's called the NuvaRing, and it's literally like a ring that you shove up inside of you. So now I can think of my vagina as a carnival game. Yeah. If I'm having sex with my boyfriend and he gets the ring around his dick, I give him a stuffed animal. It's called the NuvaRing toss. You just have to be careful during oral though, because it could be a choking hazard. Yeah.
Man, I like that. Hey, you full of jokes already. Welcome to Skrilltown Talk. I'm your host, Mr. Skrilltown himself. And tonight we have the lovely, funny comedian and actor, Mason LeCompte. What's going on?
Not much. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. Thank you.
I didn't wear adult diapers, so I'm hoping I can hold my pee for the whole podcast.
Oh, man. Yeah, okay. Just don't start jumping around or nothing. You know what I'm saying? You might be all right. Yeah,
if I get really quiet and then I look really relieved, you'll know what happened. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, she's been cracking jokes since she's been on already. Like even before we came on air, she was cracking jokes. So I already know that. Sorry,
my earpiece is coming out. Sorry. Hold on. Struggling here. Okay, here we go.
All right, she's in. You got it? Uh-oh. All right, we're gonna pause for the calls.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay.
Like a lonely road when you're all alone. Just stay focused, stay in your zone, gotta keep control. You can't love nobody else if you can't love yourself. To change our future, be willing for single change ourselves. I'm on a positive vibe. I got a positive vibe. Give a positive vibe. From this positive vibe. Some days I feel like quitting, hard to focus through the pain, but the sun it keeps on rising even on a cloudy day. Just some things that
All right.
So, yeah.
She done changed up on us. Yeah. So the ones that haven't, just are tuning in, we have comedian and actor Mason LeCompte on air. Had a little technical difficulties, but I think everything is good to go. We good to go?
I think so. Finally. Sorry about that. Small ear holes.
No problemo. So let me tell y'all a little bit about Mason. It says Mason's entire life has been a joke. Growing up in Virginia Beach, she always enjoyed entertaining people and making them laugh. Mason moved to LA to work in film and television. She booked the role of Nurse Tanya on the Adult Swim's hit comedy television show Children's Hospital. Shortly after that, she started performing stand-up comedy. And then it says she's booked numerous comedy shows. She has performed at the world-famous Comedy Store and the Laugh Factory, and then numerous other venues in LA and beyond. Wow. The Laugh Factory and the Comedy Store, those are both, historical places. So that's dope. Yeah,
I love the history there. Definitely.
Yeah.
And hopefully Kansas City someday, I'm hoping.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
We got to bring you here. Like I said, everybody comes through here. I remember back in the day, people were talking about Kevin Hart. People were talking about Dave Chappelle. And we were like, who? So now it's like one of those places where everybody stops through. Steve Harvey, just the list goes on and on. Roseanne Barr, it just goes on and on. But people they stop through Kansas City. So it's one of those places where once you get an audience here, then you'll always come back. And we have like 3 or 4 good comedy venues that people just come to and stuff like that. So tell us about your journey, like coming from VA, Virginia Beach. What made you want to do comedy?
Well, I was thinking about it. Actually, I was kind of witty and quick as a kid, and I was always using, this will show my age, but I'd use like a tape recorder with cassettes, and
Mhm.
I would record myself like I was on the news, like interviewing my family, and I'd tell lots of jokes.
Mhm.
I was kind of shy in school though, so I would quietly say something funny in response to what the teacher was saying in like
Mhm.
elementary school, and then like the boy next to me would say it really loud and the whole class would laugh. So
Ah.
I had my jokes stolen in elementary school. But yeah, so I thought I was going to be a filmmaker, but I came out to LA and I worked, in production, and did some
Mhm.
acting, and I realized I really enjoy performing. And it kind of hit me one day, it's really hard to get auditions,
Mhm.
unless like you have famous parents or whatever. And
Right.
so I thought
Right.
I could, yeah. So I was like, I could just go try comedy, because that way I can just go to an open mic and I don't have to audition. I just get up there and perform. And
Mhm.
the first time I did it, I was really nervous. I did it at the Pig and Whistle with a comedian named Sally Mullins.
Mm.
So she has a special too, and she actually does granny porn as well.
Granny porn. Oh.
Granny porn, but she's hilarious. Um, but so I got up and several people were like, "Hey, I usually try to discourage someone from doing this because it's like really hard and miserable, but you should probably stick with it because you were really good."
Mm.
And yeah, and the bartender bought me a shot. It was pretty cool. So I started doing more, and then I started getting booked,
Mhm.
and it went from there, really.
Really? So, I mean, like, had you already kind of rehearsed how you were going to do things before you went to the Pig and Whistle,
Oh yeah.
or did you
Oh
just
yeah.
kind of like do it on a
I
whim?
practiced. I wrote it all down and I practiced it. And boy, I was nervous. I was so nervous.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah, yeah.
I was like shaking with the microphone. But
Was your voice cracking?
I don't think so. I think I was able to sound okay though. Yeah.
Hmm.
But
Right.
the more you do it, the less nervous you are.
Hmm.
Things are, even now, like I find myself a lot less nervous.
Yeah, yeah. So, how long have you been in comedy now?
I think it was about 2016 when I first did it.
Okay.
Um, During the lockdown, though, I was just doing online shows,
Mm.
and those are weird.
I was about to say, yeah, because when I talked to
Yeah,
Lynn's son, she was telling me I had
yeah.
never heard of that. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? But
really?
she was the one that told me about the online comedy. Like, tell us a little bit about that. How does
Okay,
that work?
so I had never done Zoom before, so I
Mm-hmm.
didn't realize that you could see everyone on there. I
Mm.
thought it was just whoever, because you just one image pops up. So I thought that was
Right.
all anybody could see. So I thought it would be funny if I flashed the camera and then I hear somebody go, "I see them titties." And I was like, "Oh shit."
Like, oops, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was weird. And we couldn't mute the other microphones of all the people
Mhm.
watching. And one of the shows, there was like 100 people watching.
Dang.
So yeah. So it was like you could go in and mute individual people, but we would have these hecklers and we couldn't figure out
Mhm.
how to mute them. And there was one that just wouldn't shut up. Like,
Right.
I don't know. They were just like, "I am the coronavirus because I'm the queen. I wear the crown." Like it was a dude, but he was just like going on and on and on. He wouldn't even let me talk, and everyone just like yelling. Everyone starts yelling at him, "Shut up! Shut up!"
So it was really like kind of like if you was doing stand up at a club or something.
Yeah,
Like
except you can't
you got this
kick him
heckler back
out.
there.
Yeah, except we couldn't because the guy running the Zoom, he was trying to figure out whose mic it was so we could mute it, but there was just too many people on there watching.
Oh my God. That was, and how long did that last? Like how long is a
Ugh.
Zoom comedy show?
Oh, I thought you meant the lockdown, so I was like way too long.
Mm.
The Zoom comedy show is about the same length as a regular one, like an hour, and there would be
Yeah.
multiple comedians on there.
Hmm. Yeah, that's funny. I'm gonna have to look that up. I never heard of that until I interviewed Lynn's son, and then I was like, Zoom comedy. That sounds pretty
Yeah.
interesting. So, and you said basically y'all did that until the lockdown was over.
Yes. And also, I was. Have you heard of Dean Dash or Dane Dash? I mean, sorry, Dane Dash.
Dash. Uh-uh.
So if you go to Dane Dash Studios, and it's on YouTube too, they
Mm-hmm.
did this quarantine comedy show,
Mm-hmm.
and which is funny because they have us up on a stage but with no audience.
Mm.
And so they went in and they edited it and added laughter, but
Oh.
the woman they had editing didn't speak a word of English. So she had
Oh, so
no idea where to put the laugh, so she put the laugh track at all the wrong spots.
right, right. So, why did they do it? Was it this must have been a low budget type situation
It
where they had
must
to
have
go out and get
been.
somebody. They had to
Yeah.
go
I
out
was
and get
like,
somebody.
just find someone that speaks English to add
Right,
the
right.
laugh track. Like, you can't do that.
That's hilarious. So yeah, you had some experiences. It sound like. I mean, because
Yeah.
after that was done and y'all got to review it, I know everybody was kind of looking at each other like, "Are you serious? We can't put this out there." People laughing at stuff that ain't even funny. I didn't even get to the point yet before you start laughing at stuff.
You know what? At that point, you just had to laugh. You know,
Right.
just to laugh at the whole thing.
It was a laughing matter. See,
Exactly.
I'm not as good as you. I'm trying to throw them out there. See how long it took you to like get that, man. So tell us how like your process of actually doing a performance. Like what are the steps to you actually putting together a performance, a stand-up performance?
Well, I sit down with my notes and I drink a bunch of whiskey and I get blacked out. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I drink a bunch of whiskey, but I don't black out. No, but I'll work on the jokes. Like something will hit me as funny,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll just be like, "Oh, that's funny," and I'll write it down, and then I'll like revisit it later and kind of work on it, and then I'll try it out like at an open mic, and then sometimes people will not laugh, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't want to abandon the joke yet.
Right.
Like I had one that no one ever laughs at, and I was like, I can prove that sometimes children are worse than rapists. Because
Mm.
who would you rather be stuck on a long airplane flight with? A crying child or a
Mm-hmm.
rapist? I would pick the
Mm.
rapist anytime. But no one ever laughs at that.
Everybody's like, huh? Like
I was like, what? Nobody wants to fly on rapist air. I mean,
rapist.
he's not gonna rape you on the plane. But no, I'll try them out. Sometimes I'll cut them down. Sometimes I'll add to them.
Mhm.
It's like a process, and then put them in an order that feels right. And sometimes I'll like cater the jokes and the order to the show.
Mhm.
Because like if you're gonna have like a rowdy crowd of like 20 somethings, that's a little different from people in their 70s drinking Chardonnay. You know,
Right, right, right.
yeah,
You got
they're
to
not
read the
gonna get
room.
like the butt plug jokes. you know.
You know, like-
um but yeah, so I get the set and then I try to practice it, and
Mhm.
sometimes I'll do like tongue twisters before the show, like the
Mm.
big black bug bit the big black bear, or
Mm.
Sally sells seashells by the seashore. My
How
friend
no?
heard
So
me.
what does that help with?
It helps with not tripping over your words, because that's a problem, because you have to get up there and sometimes you'll stumble over your words.
Mm.
So saying tongue twisters helps kind of warm up your voice. But
Yeah,
one of my
yeah.
good friends who doesn't do comedy or act, she heard me doing it and she goes, "What are you doing? Are you putting a spell on me?" I'm like, "Rubber baby buggy bumper, rubber baby." I was like, "No, I'm doing tongue twisters to
she
get
was
ready for my
hypnotized
show."
after you said it like 4 times. That's what.
You will sell seashells at the seashore, Liz.
Oh my god. So how do you close out a performance? Like, when do you know when it's time? Like, time is starting to get to the end of your
Well,
performance.
generally they light you. They'll give you a light,
Mm.
which means you have a minute left.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on the show or my mood or which jokes I'm telling, sometimes I'll just end it there. I'll be like, especially if I end on a strong point. Like I try to end
Mm-hmm.
on a strong note. And if I
Mm-hmm.
got a really big laugh and then I get the light, I'm like, let's just go ahead and end it here. If the host is
She's
ready
like,
to take it back. Yeah.
you're like, we're done here. You know what
We're
I'm saying?
done. Let's not push it. Yeah. One thing I don't do is run the light. Some people run the light. That's a no-no.
Mm.
Yeah, because
So
you
run the
got to
light
give
is
everybody
what,
else
like
their
go
time.
over?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I've even seen that actually at a comedy show before, where
Yeah.
they did that, and hold on, man. Of course, they telling the comedians telling the person that did the light, hold on, man, let me get this joke out real quick, and I'm like, come on, man, like,
Oh yeah.
yeah. But no, that's great. So how has it? What's your experience been like in a big city like LA being a comedian?
It's fun, honestly, a lot of the time. Um, there's so many places to go, so many shows.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of friends who are comedians, so that's cool. We all hang out. My boyfriend Kevin Heisinger, he runs an open mic every Tuesday at this bar called The Roost in Los Angeles, and that's a lot of fun. We do that every single Tuesday night.
Oh, so you a regular up there. So you get and you got a boyfriend that's doing it. So are you the last act or
Yeah,
the first act?
whenever I want to go on.
Those are the perks. Yeah,
Right?
those are the perks.
You
Yeah,
keep
so
saying you're
that's cool.
sleeping with the booker, honey. I'll put you on whenever.
So yeah, that's that. And that's though the reason I had asked about the experiences in LA was I know it's pretty competitive being in a big market like that because I know several comedians that are in LA right now, and not only do y'all have the Laugh Factory and the Comedy Store, but I got like a host of different areas because I know one of them is called Chocolate something.
I don't think
Yeah,
I've
it's
seen.
like either a
I'm
venue.
sure there's a lot I haven't even heard of.
Yeah, because I had a comedian on there named Two Jennings, and he had did like a set. It might be in Hollywood, but it was called Chocolate something. But I've seen others they were like, man, I can't wait till I do that one. So it's just so I would imagine that is so competitive out there.
I mean,
So
honestly, it's that's if you get to be at the really high level, I guess.
mhm,
I mean, at the moment I really don't feel like I'm competing so much, but then again,
mhm,
in order to actually really make money at this, you have to travel. You have to do a tour. You have to leave. You
yeah,
have to get booked outside of LA. So
yeah.
my plan is to kidnap an agent and hold them at gunpoint and be like, I want you to book me on a world tour.
This
And
is a
then
stick up.
this is a stick up.
Yeah. Give me all your dates. I was like, give me all your money, give me all your dates. I need dates, I need times, I need venues.
If you want to
Yeah,
live.
yeah, if you want to live, otherwise you're gonna die. That's funny. What was I gonna ask you? Has something to do with so what experiences could you tell us about, performing at the Laugh Factory and the Comedy Store? Like, how did
Okay,
you get into that position?
well, I did a roast battle at the Comedy Store. So,
Mm,
this girl asked me if I wanted to do a roast, and I'd never done one before, and
hmm.
I lost really
Damn.
badly. But it was so fun to be there. It was fun to be on the stage.
Yeah.
It's very haunted. I love just going there and seeing other shows or even just hanging
Hmm.
out on the patio.
Yeah.
Um, the roast battle. I think like really the trick to that is you got to yell into the microphone.
Okay. I was just
Yeah.
getting ready to ask, like, how do you lose a roast? Like, are you roasting? They are roasting each other, or are you roasting this one person and everybody's like, yeah, her
Just
jokes
one
ain't funny?
person. And here's the thing, like I had never roasted anyone before. She
Mm,
like does roast battles every weekend in Sacramento, or she did.
got you.
And she also got the guy who runs the roast battles in Sacramento to help her write jokes.
So
And everybody in the audience was their friends. So I had it really stacked against me. Yeah,
you kind of
but
can't a little bit, just a little bit, okay.
and the Laugh Factory, we were performing there, and the thing is, because it's like on what, like it's like, is that Sunset Boulevard?
Yeah,
Where the
Sunset.
area it is.
Yeah, Sunset.
Like a lot of homeless people come in there. So this homeless lady came in and she started like threatening to shoot us all.
I thought you was getting ready to tell me that she was getting ready to get up there and do some stand up.
She did. Well, sort of. She got up on the stage before even they were started, and she's like, "The microphone's not on," and they're like, "Oh, we haven't started yet." So then, like, she got up on stage and she started doing like spoken word poetry, kind of.
Oh.
And she was just like, "I just got out of jail. I stabbed someone for killing my boy." And I was like, all right now. And this one girl was like setting up the phone to record herself. She's like, "Are you recording me?" And the girl's like, No, I was just setting up my phone. She's like, "You better not be recording me." And I'm like, why would you argue with her? She's clearly like ready to stab someone. Like,
yeah, she's not ready.
I would just be like, what phone?
Oh my God.
But no one got hurt. No one got hurt that day. So that was good.
How long did she stay though? You know what I'm saying? Like, did she stay for the whole show, or I mean, what?
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to go to the Laugh Factory last time I was in LA, and it's just a cool experience. I didn't get to go and watch any performances, but just the building itself, Sunset Boulevard is dope, you know, as you know. Yeah. So have you been able to be on the stage or be on any tours with any notable comedians at this point?
Yeah, for sure. Been on the stage with some notable comedians for sure. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to think of who the most famous ones were. Let's see. Eddie. Do you know who Eddie Pep is? Eddie Pepitone?
Eddie Pepitone.
Yeah, I got to perform with him. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been on the same stage as like lots of famous people, but being in the same show, I'm trying to think who I was on with.
So when you've been on, you know, in collaboration or networking with these people on the same show, on the same stage, like what have you learned from the more popular comedians at this point of your comedic career?
I don't know. They just I just watch them and they seem to be more comfortable, you know, what they're doing. I guess it's just kind of like observe and learn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Artie Lang taught me you should not snort cocaine and broken glass just by looking at his nose.
Right. He says cocaine and broken glass, huh?
Yeah. I learned from Louis C.K. not to masturbate in front of people unless they want me to.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that, yeah. Okay. Words of wisdom right there. Most definitely.
I don't know. I'm hoping to have more like close famous friends. That would be cool.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You know.
So what do you have planned for the next 6 months going into the new year as far as comedy?
Okay, well, actually, some fun stuff. I'm gonna do a kinky show, so it's gonna be a comedy show, but every comedian and all the jokes are like they're gonna be telling jokes about kinky things. So, there's gonna be. I'm gonna tell my joke about the butt plug.
I ain't even heard that one yet. Where can I find that at?
I gotta like upload that one. I haven't uploaded it yet. But so I'm gonna do that. So that's interesting. And I've never done that before. I'm wondering if I dress kinky for that. Maybe like wear like latex or something. I don't know. I want to make a film, like a comedy film. I'm working with my boyfriend and some of our friends who are comedians, and I want to do like a sort of a spoof on like ghost hunting, but like a comedy spoof, kind of like a comedy horror film, basically. So we'll work on that. I don't know, just getting booked. Oh yeah, I just thought of someone else. I'm gonna be at the Dime on hold on. I'm trying to there we go. Shit. Sorry. My friend's calling me and I'm trying to look on my phone at the same time.
I hate when that happens. Yeah,
I'm like, just
blow me up at the wall.
No,
like, I've been waiting for you to call me all day and you just now want to call me when I'm on a podcast. Yeah.
Right? Okay, July 30th. I will be at the Dime in Los Angeles, and I will be on stage with Adam. Let's see. I'm so sorry. I should have had this.
No, you good. You good.
Yeah.
It's your time. Yeah, this is your time, showtime.
Yeah. Adam Hunter. See, I know him by his first name, Adam. Adam Hunter, who is actually, he's pretty big. I recently saw him on Fox News, so I'm gonna ask him how he landed that gig, because I would love to be on the news. That'd be cool.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
You're gonna be cracking jokes on the news. You gotta be careful. You sure can't bring those one jokes to a certain type of jokes you can put on the news.
Probably can't tell my butt plug joke to like that national audience. Yeah,
I know, right? Everybody's like, remember the one chick that did the butt plug? Yeah, nah.
Or the Nuva ring toss.
And I laughed about that one. I watched that a couple of times. That was hilarious. I like, the catchphrase. Yeah, you pretty good with that. I like that. So, okay, so last couple questions. One would be any words of wisdom to any up and coming comedians. Like, what would you tell them? What type of advice do you have for them?
Okay. First of all, like, everyone asks me, "Are you funny?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just really sadistic, and I'm not funny at all." Of course, I'm funny. I wouldn't do it if I was funny. So if you're not funny, like, do yourself and everyone else a favor and don't do it. And you should know if you're funny. I'm not saying if one person says you're not funny or you have one bad night. I'm just saying if everyone tells you you're not funny and no one ever laughs at your jokes, that's like a sign just to forget it. But if you are funny, don't get discouraged. Who cares? I've had shows where I showed up and literally the only person in the room was the bartender.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So you're telling jokes to the bartender.
Yeah. So it's like, if you get to a room and no one laughs and it's one time, don't give up. If you mess it up one time, don't give up. Don't be too hard on yourself and just have fun with it. Just enjoy it. Because if you're not having fun with it, then what's the point?
Right.
Yeah. Like for me, I look at it as as something I enjoy, something that's fun. It's a fun activity. I'm not too serious about it. I don't take myself too seriously,
Yeah, that's dope. Okay.
And don't masturbate in front of people or snort cocaine with broken glass in it.
Them words to live by. A lot of people don't know that. They don't really know that you're not supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm glad you brought that up for real. Like, Otherwise, I probably would have did it after the show. Yeah, and then lastly, where can they find you online if someone wants to get a hold of you?
It's Mason LeCompte, MasonLeCompte, on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube. So those are the best places to find me. Don't have an OnlyFans yet.
And you ain't got to that point yet, huh?
Right? When I get famous, though, expect one.
yeah, like times ain't got hard enough for you to get one of them OF pages. I get it. Yeah. Well, yeah, we really appreciate the time. I know out there in LA is busy. So yeah, we appreciate your time. I will say that this will be rebroadcasted on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn.
Cool.
So, you know, I'm glad you didn't start going into detail about that one joke, because LinkedIn is a different type of website, you know, it's a different type of platform. You might want to hold off on that one, but yeah, we most definitely be putting it out there. So yeah, once again, I truly appreciate it. And as I said, I'm get with you in the future, try to see if I can get you and a few others to come down and bless us with some comedy in KC.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I can't wait. I actually interviewed Shelly Belly. I don't know if you know her, Michelle Ryder. She's a comedian. She does a lot of TikTok stuff now, but I interviewed her. Yeah, she's older blonde-haired female that does a lot of TikTok videos.
In LA?
No, she's from I think down south somewhere. But
okay, yeah, I don't have TikTok.
Oh, well, you gotta get. You're a comedian.
I don't know.
That, you know what? That joke that we've been talking about.
I don't. Yeah, but I don't like their privacy issues though. They want to use so much of your data that it made me feel uncomfortable. I don't know when I didn't like the privacy agreement, because I did have one, but then it popped up and it said, "Oh, we want to use." In order to continue using the app, we have to be able to use your biometric data, which I guess is your voice and your face.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yeah, no.
That's why I ain't got a TikTok. I had one before.
Oh, you don't either? Okay, good.
Now we speaking the same language. They start doing all that, then it's face recognition and all that other stuff.
Exactly. Then I check my bank account and it's like overdrawn or something.
You don't add up right. TikTok got So, but yeah, see, that's another story. But. Most definitely, I was going to say that I did an interview with her, and now she's actually making her way down here, not through me, but another company, the Comedies, the Bird or something. But yeah, we most definitely got to hook up and, you know, get you down here, and then you can actually use that joke because people in Kansas City can relate to that joke. You know what I'm saying?
I got lots of them. I got a lot. I got a lot.
It's all bets off in Kansas City. You can use all those jokes. So, but thanks again, Mason, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks to everybody that tuned in and that will be tuning in. And until next time, we will holla. See you later, Mason.
Ciao. Thank you.
All right, have a good one.
Like a lonely road when you're all alone. Just stay focused, stay in your zone, gotta keep control. You can't love nobody else if you can't love yourself. To change our future, be willing for we will change ourselves. I'm on a positive vibe. I got a positive vibe. Living positive vibe. From this positive vibe.